What's up, family? Gerald the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
What's up, good people? BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. Back on the Bossman Show here with the Salem State Rams head coach Cleo Hill Jr. with me on the Bossman Show and up there in North Carolina. Coach, how you doing, man?
I'm good. All is well in Ram country, man. Everything is good down here.
Yes, sir. Coach, can you believe it's been 6 years, going to your sixth year there, being the head coach already, man, all success you already had so far with Salem State, since you came there?
It does not feel like 6 years, man. I'll be honest. It feels like 2 or 3, but all 6 outside of the COVID year have been special. All 5 years have been really special.
Yes, sir. And Coach, talk about just the history with Salem State basketball and just how it's just so historic and so appealing to that community, and how the CIAA, what you mean at conference, and how important it is for everybody involved.
Well, look, it all goes back to Clarence Big House Gaines, man. It all starts with him, and he brought in some great players like Cleo Hill Sr. and Earl Monroe, Ted Blunt, Thomas Montero, Carlos Terry. The list goes on and on and on. But I think in our league, there are a host of programs that are storied. Virginia Union as well. They have a couple of CIAA championships and national championships. Winston-Salem State has one national championship and 13 CIAA championships. And we have Johnson C. Smith with Coach Joyner, who's been there a long time and who's a legend in our league right now. So the league is thriving right now. We have a bunch of new coaches that come in, young, hungry Lions. So it's good. It's been great.
And we can't forget now. I'm gonna tell my age here a little bit, but I missed when it was in Charlotte. That was always my birthday week, the tournament.
Oh, okay.
The tournament was my birthday week, so I was having a blast up there.
I'm sure you were having a blast at the CIAA tournament.
Yes, it's more than a tournament. People don't understand it's more than a tournament. It's a lot going on. It's a community gathering. It's a big for Black businesses. It's a big for vendors, Black vendors. So it's really an economic boom when it comes to town. It brings people together. People look forward to, like I did, to come together and see all my old friends, CIAA again the next year.
Right. It's a huge homecoming for our league. Jackie does a great job with her and her staff and promoting it every single year. And it's been great in Baltimore. I have my doubts about it coming from Charlotte, but it has been great. Baltimore has done a great job.
And Coach Hill, at what point in your journey of basketball you decided you wanted to get into coaching and lead young men?
Wow, probably it actually started leading young ladies in Australia. That was the first time I really was asked to do some coaching when I played overseas in Swan Hill, Victoria, Australia. I coached under 14 girls team, and that's kind of when I caught the bug. I felt like that was something that I wanted to do. I had 2 classes to go before I graduated, so I went over to Australia for 2 years, played over there, coached the under 14 girls team, came back, graduated in the summer, and that's kind of when I felt I really wanted to coach basketball for a living.
100%. And coach, for you, getting that experience in Australia and being able to play overseas, do you feel like that helps you relate to your young men because they know you've been at the highest levels, you played overseas, they want to get the contracts overseas as well, and hopefully the NBA too as well. So do you feel like that your experience in your basketball journey helps you connect with your young men where they really know you, they can buy into what you tell them because you actually live what they want to live?
Right. I think so. I don't think it should, but I think it does. I think there are a lot of great coaches who've never really played basketball at a high level. But I think in this day and age, just being able to connect with the young men with a history of playing myself, playing in this particular league in the CIAA and having some fairly successful years as a basketball player at North Carolina Central, and then going overseas and playing professional, which a lot of our student athletes want to do themselves. So I think it gives you some credibility early, but I think in the end, it's the trust factor, and your I want to say your desire to have perfection in your craft. It could take you probably a year or two with new student athletes to really sit down and discuss your personal history as a coach and a player. But I think the day-to-day preparation of practice, of film session, weight training, I think those are the things that carry you with the respect of these young men at this day and age.
And Coach Hill, in the CIAA, you have to be tough. Some of the places you all play, they're really tight up on you. The crowd gonna be into it. The environment's gonna be really going. So we're recruiting a young man. You kind of let them know that hey, it's a different kind of environment here in CIAA. You have to really be tough on the road, thick skin because it's gonna be a battle no matter where you stop in CIAA. You're not gonna have an easy night. You'll deal with some crowd noise, some people getting in your face. Can you handle this?
Yeah, no, I mean, again, I can speak to that as a player and a coach in our league. We have some tough places to play. Livingstone is a tough place to play. Bray Boy down at Johnson C. Smith. And then even the new teams have a great atmosphere. Lincoln, Claflin, all those teams are really tough places to play. But I think if you're a Ram, nothing is more exciting than playing the CE Game Center. So if you can play at home in our conference, in our home turf, you can play anywhere in this league. But there are a lot of great schools with great atmosphere.
What I love about CIAA, coach, because I went to Tennessee State, so this is an OVC. We got shafted by the referee. I'm gonna say, I can say it now. I ain't gonna back for this. We got shafted. It was 5-on-8 all the time. At least in your league, it's not the same way in your league. This is all 8 schools. But
yeah, no. In our league is everybody is on the up and up. You bring your A game or you lose. It's very physical, and the coaches really prepare. It's a league that the coaches are really underrated. Out of the 12 teams in our conference, we have 8 coaches that have tasted the success of a CIAA championship and going on to the national tournament play. So it's a dogfight every single night.
No, 100%. I know you probably talked to my old coach, Coach Si. He's always complaining about the referee in the OVC. We would get the short end of stick. They was on sticking us in Tennessee State. We had no luck.
Look, Tennessee State has some great history too.
Yes,
they have some great history.
Yes, indeed. I wish we was in a HBCU conference. That's just my personal preference, but we're not. But I wish we were, man. We had that environment which you all, man, you all have. And Coach Ford, you ever listen to this interview, Coach, in Atlanta and by Floods Beyond? What are the pillars of your program that they must abide by? And what do you look for in a young man that you want to come to be a Salem State Ram?
Character right off the bat. We're looking for guys that really want to come in here and have a desire to get a degree, and leave Winston-Salem State and go on to be a productive citizen. That's at the forefront. When you're talking about skill set, we like guys that are unselfish and play hard, give it everything they have, and make sure they hold themselves and their teammates accountable. And that's been successful for us thus far.
And talk about that degree piece, Coach. Being in where you're located, West North Carolina, there's a lot of things growing there. Charlotte's growing, Raleigh Durham area is growing. So talk about the internship they can get coming with Sam State, networking they can do. So once the ball starts bouncing, they have a career path to tap into once they return.
Well, I think all HBCUs have a desire for their students and student athletes to obtain employment afterwards. But I think Winston-Salem does a great job, not a good job, a great job of assisting these young men and young women after college. And a lot of them find employment right here in our community in Winston-Salem. So I think it's key for us. We use that as a recruiting cell. Not only can you come here and get a great 4-year education, have an opportunity to win championships and travel across the country and play and compete, have a great social life. And then once that's over, we assist you in your field of study, your field of choice to make a living. So I think you have all of it in one at Winston-Salem State University.
And Coach Hill, do you feel like with the COVID year, the NIL and the transfer portal allows you to get your hands on some better high school guys, some better JUCO guys that you might not get your hands on because the Power Five is looking for certain kind of guys, a little older, non-commodities, but you're able to tap into a high school guy who may not have an opportunity he would have because of the older guys over year. You can get some guys, you can get JUCO guys in, help you build your roster out.
Right. We've been very successful early on with the Division I transfer. But once the transfer portal opened up like popcorn, we kind of switched our recruiting. We brought in this year 11 new guys, so we have some chemistry and some team bonding to do. But 4 of those are freshmen, and like you said, 6 are junior college transfers, and we have 1 Division I transfer. So the landscape has changed. And we are all about to see the pros and cons of it probably over the next 2 years. So like you said, we feel like we got our hands on some good freshmen that otherwise we wouldn't have been able to get, and some junior college transfers.
100%, Coach. I feel like it's very, very important. And Coach, can you explain to the listenership about D2? That the D2 level, you could actually get 10 fulls. You can actually take those monies and split it up, and you're really kind of managing the budget per se in the cap, like we did, like with the NBA, for us getting the players taken care of based on their needs.
Right. I mean, I always say it's Division II is more similar to the NBA than Division I is because of that point you brought up. We do have full scholarships, but to make our money stretch and to take care of as many of our student athletes as possible, we kind of package. We cut those scholarships up. We do a good job at finding other scholarships and grants. We package them with financial aid. We get some academic scholarship money in there, and we make them whole. And I think that's the difference one of the differences between Division I and Division II. Division I really does everybody full. We don't have the luxury to do that, but we do not a good job, but a great job of packaging our young men and bringing those loans down for them as much as possible.
Yes, indeed. And Coach, for non-conference scheduling wise in D2, is it more regional? Do you have to get bought first like you do in D1, or is it kind of you do it regional, but trying to get the right seeding for the tournament if you want to get at large? Because how's that working in D2 for listeners who don't know about it the way
Right.
you and I do?
Right. No, it's. I mean, you can play outside of your region, but it hurts you come tournament time. So what we're trying to do is number one, play the top schools in our region, which are at the WIVIAC conference and the PSAC conference, which I'm familiar with when I used to coach at Cheney University. So we try to play those schools as much as possible. If we can't play those schools, then we try to get teams that are not in our region. We try to get highly ranked teams, teams that have a history of being in the NCAA tournament. So when it comes time for the seeding at the end, we don't want to just be relying on winning the CIAA tournament to get a NCAA bid, because that's our goal. Not that, winning the CIAA championship is just real. It's love. It's love and respect for the grind. But we do have our sights set on a national championship this year.
Last one for you, Coach, man, is this. On this show, man, we love to talk about food and foodies. So tell us some good food spots in South North Carolina that we can check out. We come see you all play this year, man.
Woo! I'm gonna say Dame's Chicken and Waffles is my spot. We have some new soulful spots here in Winston that I have to check out myself. I'm gonna say Dame's Chicken and Waffles and sweet potatoes downtown Winston-Salem. I would say that those are the two main ones. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there with those.
Hey, those will be noted, Coach. Because I tell you what, we're gonna do a CIAA tour this season. The Bossman show. We're gonna do the SIAC as well. So we're making our way up there to see you play, and we're gonna look at some dates. I'm put your number offline, so I can say contact with you, Coach. Because I feel like I want to help you all out, man, as much as I can. Use this platform, guys, give me to put you all out there, Coach.
What I will say, if you have not been to a game in the CE Game Center, I would say get there. I would say get there. We do a great job at fan engagement with our powerhouse cheer. Our band and our DJ, we just do a great job, and it's a great night out for the family. I would say bring the kids, bring the wife, bring the husband, bring all the kids in the neighborhood, because you'll definitely enjoy it.
Yes, indeed, Coach. I look forward to it, Coach Hill. It was fun to chat with you, man. I've been a fan of yours for years, Coach. Good having the show finally. Do this again real soon, Coach.
Definitely appreciate you, man.
Anytime, Coach.
Go Rams.
Go Rams. There we go. Go Rams. What's up, good people? BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. What's up, family? Jared the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Check The King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.